every year I put together a manifesto, and it's basically a 20-page vision board on steroids because it's my overall vision for where I see myself going in the future, what my goals are, all those types of things. When I put mine together this year, I ended up adding a little something, which is a theme for the year. Now, I didn't add it to my manifesto last year, but I did have an overall theme last year, which I basically called it a ghost year because my idea behind 2023 was I kind of wanted to disappear and work on my business and work on myself for the majority of the year, which is why I went and lived in Cape Town for 3 months at the beginning of the year and focused on building my business and all those types of things. It's also why I got this, because this is made by Koenigsegg, which is the car that I want in the future. And basically it's their ghost emblem. So I got this at the beginning of last year as a symbol for the theme of the year. But this year, going into 2024, I decided that my theme is going to be immutable focus, which definitely very different from the theme last year. But the reason why I have it as immutable focus is because overall, over the past nearly 5 years of working on my businesses and being in the entrepreneurial space, what I found my biggest weakness has been is overthinking things and bouncing from thing to thing and not sticking to one thing and seeing it through all the way. Now, although I was able to build my agency to over $30,000 a month, I still didn't stick through and actually build it to $100,000 a month or so on. Now, when I started my first business at 15, that was drop shipping, completely different, and it just failed. I wasn't able to get that to work, and I ended up going on to different things. But to count up all the different things that I've tried, I tried drop shipping, I transitioned to an agency where I would work with realtors, and that didn't last very long. And then I jumped in with my business partner who lives in South Africa, and him and I built our agency Centrosite, which works with e-commerce brands, and we built that up to become quite successful over the years. And then after that, I decided I wanted to transition out of e-commerce, what's been working for us, into working with realtors again. And overall, I tried that for a few months and just didn't really gain traction. So then I decided to transition to building a personal brand and all these types of things. So overall, even though I built my agency to become very successful working with a bunch of online coaches, course creators, and e-commerce brands, I just bounced around a lot. And if I would have stuck to one thing and seen it through over the past 4 or 5 years, then I guarantee I would be 10 times farther ahead than I am even right now. So going into 2024, my main business and the number one thing I'm focusing on is my personal brand and my online coaching business, where I help online fitness coaches scale to $15,000 to $30,000 per month using my Quantum Ascent system. That is the only focus that I'm going to have in 2024. And I have the theme of immutable focus as a reminder to not let myself waver and change direction or change course due to difficult obstacles or things coming up or internal doubts or whatever it might be, or thinking there's a better or faster way to get to where I'm looking to go, which my overall goal is $100,000 a month. That's what I'm looking to get to, and I'm going to stick to this path, which is my coaching business and personal brand, until I get there and beyond. The actual definition that I wrote out for immutable focus is, which I have it over here, is the theme for 2024, immutable focus, addresses our my past tendency to shift between various pursuits in business without fully committing to any. This year marks a significant change. We are dedicating ourselves entirely to developing our personal brand and coaching business. Our commitment is unwavering, and we will not deviate or be tempted to try alternative paths. So overall, that is my theme for 2024, and it's in my manifesto as one of my 2024 goals and just the overall theme. And anytime that I'm starting to feel doubtful or starting to maybe think there's a different path or a different business that I want to try or whatever it is, I'm going to go back to this and read through it and remind myself that this is the only thing that I'm focusing on for the year. Because at the end of the day, the way that I used to think in the past was I would have this tunnel vision and I'd just be looking at the now and the immediate results. And I would be thinking, oh, maybe I could make more money with this or make more money with that or whatever it is. But I wasn't looking at the long term, because if I stick to a particular path for 1, 2, 3, 5 years, it's almost guaranteed that I'm going to get to where I'm looking to go by the end of that time period, just by sticking to and getting really freaking good at whatever it is that I'm sticking to. But if I bounce around from thing to thing like I have over the past few years, then that's going to have me starting over on multiple different things, and I'm simply pushing back my goal farther and farther and farther. So anyway, that is my theme for 2024, immutable focus, sticking to one thing and seeing it through without deviating or wavering in my path. So yeah, that's my theme. So I'd recommend putting together or figuring out whatever your theme is for 2024, why it's important to you, and then whenever you start to have doubts or those negative thoughts come in, then you can look back at it and remind yourself of what you are doing for 2024 and what your overall goals are. So anyway, with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.